it's weird because I'm also always the planner and the coordinator. I think people also, my friends just like had an understanding, like she's just busy. Like also they were going to college. So that was helpful. So we all had our own lives.
Sure.
But even just with my friends in LA, I remember getting to the point where like, you know, when people are talking and just conversations, like what's one word that you would describe each other with? And everyone would always talk about the first thing that would come to mind would be like driven, work ethic, hard worker. And I was like, that is not the first thing I want my friends to describe me about.
Me neither. I'm like graceful, kind, generous, you know, like, good friend, like these more personality traits. And what's crazy is we're doing the things that they end up saying are the definition of who we are, thinking that it makes us look the other way without realizing like, no, the person who they see as being like graceful and a good friend is the person that's actually present. Yeah. But, you know, I'm not always present because I'm working. So no, so smart. So let's talk about what that means in your personal life then with your goals. Like, are you dating? Were you able to date? Like, I mean, so many of us, I think, like I said, I was married by 22. We spend our early years feeling like, oh, we got to hit these marks, you know, like got to get married, got to get a place, got to get pregnant, got to whatever. Like that was a traditional perspective, but you've kind of taken a different approach. So tell me a little bit more of that because you talk about a lot on the podcast. So
yeah, I was up until about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was pretty much always dating. Like I was either I had like long-term boyfriends or there was like someone around or I think also a lot of the relationship because I was so busy at that time. Like I think with my college relationship, a lot of it was just convenience because I was always working and there was someone to just like sit next to me while I was working.
Sure. Just companionship.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was always dating. And then I will say like it is difficult. It's a little bit of like an interesting experience to date when you are like a younger woman who's making money, who's successful, who's definitely making more money than them.
Still an interesting experience when you get older, girl.
I was like, I feel like it's always going to be that
and
way.
It is. Like one of the things my therapist told me was like, look, you need to accept right now that you'll likely always be the breadwinner. So you need to like figure out and set your boundaries around that now because that's what it's going to be. So like, what does that mean in the future?